Hi, everybody. Oh, let's move that so I'm actually in frame. Let's move that so that there we go. Hi, everybody. We got a bunch of people here today. I think I see a few new names too. Hello, Gold Rogue and Mars Lesbian. Hello, Milky Mango. Hello, Trying to be Eloquent. And Orpheus, hello. And Pascal, hello. Is that everybody? Might have said hi to everybody. All right. So, welcome. We're going to play through Amy's story today. And we're going to see how it goes. My internet's been in and out again because of some stuff that we have set up for the live show that we have going right now. So, it's possible that we end up having some lag between me and the chat again. But part of that's because we have Part B dress rehearsal coming up. So if you haven't bought your ticket to Part B, you should go do that. It's gonna look real good. I'm really excited about it. We have even more kinds of twists and turns and surprises. So let's jump in. I'm not seeing.
It's my turn now.
There we go. Let's go. It's Amy time. Oh, thank you, Milky Mango. The live show is so good. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Mars Lesbian. I'll talk about this more freely.
Bored.
Oh, we gotta wait, though.
Every day's the same old thing. Same place, different day. I miss the good old days. Hanging out with my hero, Sonic. Chasing bad guys. And blowing them away. But now he's gone. And there's nothing left to do. But shot till I drop. There was always something fun to do with Sonic around. I really miss him. Hey!
Amy's theme is a
what's
bop,
going
is the
on
thing.
here? Is there an eclipse
Like,
today or what?
it's ridiculous
Nobody
because
forecast a storm or anything.
the lyrics are pa pa poya poya, but it's a massive bop. It's great. Does Amy have a parasocial relationship with Sonic? No, Sonic knows who Amy is. Amy is, you know what I'm realizing? Amy's a character type that is, for some reason, very common in children's media, which is a little disturbing, come to think of it, because the character type is, I am so in love with someone else that I will sometimes insist we're in a relationship, even though we're not. That's where Amy's at.
Shit! Ow! You should watch where you're going, buddy. Hey, are you all right? You look kind of hurt.
Amy's talking animations are like a little more subdued than the other characters for sure. But when she blinks and talks at the same time, her whole face gives up.
Ah! Uh-oh.
Can you all hear my air conditioner? Is it too loud? How are our volume levels?
Creep? Oh no! Let's get out of here.
Cool.
That was one
All right.
of Eggman's robots, huh? He must have captured you, and somehow you got away, right? Don't worry, I'll protect you. I'll do my best to keep us both from harm. I'll stand by you all the way.
Oh, Avoid Tea Time, hello. All right, here we are. We're playing as Amy. Here's the thing about Amy is the... God. So Tails' kind of gimmick, right, is that he can fly. So for his levels, you do a lot of races where flying is like a fun shortcut. and Knuckles can glide and climb, so he gets to explore in levels. Amy's thing is she have hammer. A big hammer make heart. She bonk. She's also very slow. She's sort of poorly suited to a Sonic the Hedgehog game. Is maybe how you'd put it. To the point where it almost like I enjoy Amy's playthrough a lot, but to an extent, it feels like the purpose of Amy's playthrough is to be like sort of a challenge run, right? Oh, now let's see if you can beat some of these levels, except your character sucks. Let's see if you can do it. Because when Amy jumps, she doesn't roll into a ball. This is the first character we've seen that for, and that sounds like nothing, but like that means that enemies can just hurt her while she's hanging out in midair. I really like playing as her. I really like her story, but it's strange. She and another character we'll get to later kind of seem defined around their limitations, which is neat. Where are we going? Women with blunt weapons or something that could be so personal. Can we go to the casino? Is it here? There we go. There he is.
Sonic! My hero! Sonic!
Did you just look at the camera? Sav, hello. Welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Long time no see!
Amy.
What's your
Sonic's mouth moves so much when he talks that the spikes on the back of his head move.
See, this little birdie's got in trouble. I think you should be his bodyguard a little while.
What?
Doesn't matter. We'll just tag along.
No way.
Come on, don't run away! Oh!
Oh, Becca Terrier, hello. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. We don't go in here, I don't think. I think Amy's first level is Twinkle Park, which is Sonic's like 4th level. So let's just run to Twinkle Park real quick. The thing about Amy's speed is that when she like picks up speed, she goes a decent clip. She has like no acceleration. So this kind of slowly getting up to a canter and then eventually a run is something we'll be seeing a lot of in her run. But when then she gets her hammer out, you can do a big flippy. And that's nice. That's
Wait,
legitimately
Sonic,
very nice.
Not fair! I can't run as fast as you! Look! Eggman's robot's on the loose!
Don't panic. I'll handle that bag of bolts.
Ah!
Now what's wrong? Huh?
Starting a new D&D campaign and I made it to Baxi Fisher with low int and realized a bit late I just made Big the cat.
Said cute couple.
Oh my god, you gotta get an animal companion.
What are we waiting for?
Amy, wait. I give up. She's so weird.
I have a familiar and it will be a frog. Wild. I'm very excited for Big's playthrough. I've got a couple different ways that today's stream can go. Amy's playthrough is very short. It's only 3 levels, but the levels are, if I remember correctly, the levels are a little on the long side. And also, there are a lot of cutscenes between them. Ugh. And throughout all of them, we are constantly getting chased by Zero, which is the name of that big green robot. Pick up the elephant to feed our beautiful blue children. get hit by a bomb. All right. Now I'm gonna admit I don't know where I'm supposed to be going right now, but I'm pretty sure that this isn't it. Nope, that's the way we came in. Now this door does nothing. The door does nothing. There must be a few switches I need to hit. Dink. There we go. What is neat about Amy's playthrough, though, is that she gets, in general, she has a tendency to get access to areas and levels that nobody else does. So, like, the inside the, like, haunted house bit that we're going through here, and even, like, the music that plays here, this is the only place in the game where it plays. And it's, like, it's a neat effect. I do really like this area. Kevin, you obliterated that poor capuchin. That was a robot monkey, and it had an actual animal inside it, which I saved. And later, my beautiful blue children will cuddle that animal, presumably to death, but I reserve the right to remain feeling morally superior. Amy can't do hills. Amy needs some help on the hills. There we go. Oh, God. Okay, yeah. So in this area, the mirror gives you hints about... So that's a trap, because in the mirror version of the level, that's a pit. Again, pretty neat. I don't think this game ever does this again. There we go. Get a little elephant. Build up some speed. Because of how huge Amy's feet are, like, her knees aren't right? Like, I wish we could zoom in on that. There's something wrong with those. Like, when she's running dead on, her feet are going off to the side, and I feel like they shouldn't be doing that when the thighs are remaining parallel. Oh, then Amy grabs the balloon at the end, which is different. I don't remember why. There we go, we did it. Amy got that scoliosis. Representation matters. True diversity. That's where I go. I go to Sonic T Hedgehog. I'll say it again. Whoever's playing the bass on the Station Square theme did not need to go that hard. Oh, it's so good. So you know that whole level we played where the point was to escape from the robot? It was pointless.
Hey, watch it, Bolt Brain! Let us down! Let us go!
I still, like, I still have a fondness for the story of this game in like like a broad strokes kind of Fable kind of way, right? I do still have a fondness for it, but and also the structure that it's trying to do of going through everybody's stories individually sometimes yields some cool effects. I think that the very end of Tails' story compared to the end of Sonic's story actually works pretty well for what it seems like they were trying to do. But the side effect of that is for the other characters, you sort of just need them to be killing time while the other characters are supposed to be doing something. So it's like, okay, so to get Sonic into Twinkle Park, we gotta make Amy drag him there. But why is Amy going to Twinkle Park? Oh, she's trying to escape from the robot. What's Amy's next level? It's on the egg carrier. All right, so immediately after escaping from the robot, Amy gets captured by the robot. Amy, you lost your bones.
What do you want?
There he is. There's my boy, my handsome lad.
Hand me the bird.
Nope.
Quietly hand over the bird.
No, never.
Why not?
I know, I love his voice.
Do anything.
I love it.
You tell me why you want it now.
Does not compute.
You don't even know? I know you might hurt us both.
Let's throw out his Big Jet Skuliak energy. Oh my god. There's definitely, yeah, no. No, there's definitely something there.
Won't you help us, please?
Insufficient data. You have feelings for something you know nothing about. Illogical.
I pity you. Love is not part of your programming. You are missing something good. Hey, Birdie! Come
Amy
back
just tells it
here.
like it is.
Go. Escape.
I legitimately love E102's story. We might get to some of it today. He's, for my money, he's the best part of this game by like a lot. From a story perspective, definitely.
You
But
sure?
I also just think like the systems in his levels are really neat, and I wish that Sega had gone back to them.
It's dangerous here.
But he definitely left a big creative mark on me as a kid. I was obsessed with this robot.
You're really nice. You're different from the other robots. You've got a soft spot inside your metal frame. If you want, we can be friends, okay?
Can Amy open these? Cool. It's an egg we're not gonna get right now, actually. Oh my god. Okay. So, Robotnik made the key to his prison a whack-a-mole game, and then put a pink hedgehog with a big hammer in that prison. And men really live like that and think it's fine. Here's the other thing. We need to play this game several times because one of Amy's unlocks you get through this game. Short version, you want to hit Sonics, you really want to hit Supersonics, you really want to hit anything except for an Eggman, which I just did. Jeez, oh. No freaking way. This is so intense. Come on. Ah, didn't do it. Okay. Let's do it. Hello? Alright, jumping doesn't help. Like, Amy's acceleration is just so bad, and standing in the middle, you can't reach all of them. So, you do have to move around here a little bit. I never said he made it easy. Oh, there might be lag. You might be right. Because the Elgato might be delaying things a little bit. Because the Dreamcast is going through like 4 different things in order to get into this monitor. Or I could just grow up into a hero of a man. You know what? I didn't need more than 1,500. I didn't need more. Come on, man. I don't remember this being this hard. There must be some kind of lag. Maybe I just got old? Okay, now hitting it from the middle is working. All right, we're getting somewhere. The reason I'm not sure about lag is because Amy's acceleration is so bad that there is just sort of control lag on Amy. Okay, all right. Hi, that's a high score. That's a stuff.
I can't believe this is happening.
You get the warrior feather. Oh, cool. That's all we need to do.
Behold the warrior feather. Now you can do the spin hammer attack. Press and hold the action button and move the directional pad in a circle.
That's it. Falling from insanity, hello. That made me get dizzy. We're gonna leave now. Kevin is bad at whack-a-mole. It took me a minute. I'll admit it. If you want to open the door, try hammering the switch, or just throw something heavy on it. Alright, we do have some precious blue babies stored away on this ship. That they're not our main precious blue babies, but we can still treat them nice. So let's go do that. You know, funny little piece of trivia is that it's just a weird coincidence, but actually, in order to get into the secret rooms of my house, you actually need to step on a series of panels that spells out Kevin. I came about that idea by myself, on my own. And it just seems like me and Dr. Eggman came to the same thing. So that's great. It's just smart design. What am I never going to forget, you know? Eject the animals. Ugh. So Amy is one of the better choices for taking care of your Chow, because her pick up and love the Chow button is also her giant hammer button, but the handle of the giant hammer is long enough that a lot of the time it'll just miss the Chow. Where is he? I want to see my little boy. Where is he? Son, come down from the mountain. This garden looks super cool. I wish we could use it, but it's like not finished. It feels like the when animals like fall into the water over there, the collision is weird and they can get stuck. You can totally lose a Chow sometimes. It's rare, but like sometimes. There we go. No! So that's what I mean. That was the pick up and love my Chow button. Let's try that again. It's the same button, y'all. It's the same button. Alright, let's find you some animals. Now that they've all scattered to the four winds. I lied. Amy's awful. This is the worst one yet. Oh my god. Amy, what's your deal? Why can't you just pick it up? Okay. Alright, getting the hang of it. Amy, please. Amy, please. Oh, glitching in the floor. You get a deer. Did you get a bunny? Alright, I still hear an animal. Let's see if there are any underwater. Yeah, see what I mean? Like down here, nothing works right. Okay. I think that's it. Let's, oh. What is he doing? Can Amy drown? Yeah. There's only one character who can't drown and one character you can upgrade so that they can't drown. And the character who can't drown, it's not like you think it is. It's not neat. Hair is Vespa green. I love that as a color, as the name of a color. Isn't it Big? Yeah, no, Big can get an upgrade that makes it so that he can breathe underwater. Gamma can't go in the water. Like, straight up. Alright. So, we've seen almost every level in this game. This is the last one that we haven't seen with any character. The three characters who aren't part of like the main Sonic trio, so Big, Gamma, and Amy, are kind of supposed to be the weird playthroughs here, and only the weird playthroughs get to go to Hot Shelter. Which is just like Eggman's boiler room. Ugh.
Hold on to the handle and turn the key to the left.
Hold on to the handle. Oh, the music's about to get much better, don't worry. These guys are terrible because you get caught and then sometimes you glitch out of it. I don't know what that attack's supposed to be.
Keep your balance or else you'll fall off.
Got speed shoes. Bye. That's it. That's the stuff. There we go. And then we move on.
This must be the emergency drainage switch.
Yeah, emergency drain. This sort of seems like an emergency flood switch to me. I'm not a doctor, but... The speed shoes make Amy run as fast as Sonic walks. That would still be really overwhelming if you were just like a regular person with a huge hammer for some reason.
It says left 1, right 3.
Left 1, right 3. There we go. Oh, come on, Amy, speed it up. You can do it. I do love the little bird follows her around. Oh, bye-bye. Zero's got a rocket fist that he shoots at us. It's big bad business. There we go. Oh, I forgot about this. The music gets so good from here. Whoever played the saxophone for this game. And this area gets a little mazy. I think I accidentally went the right way. Yeah, I did. I don't even think it's a real saxophone. It seems like it's probably synth. Just never let Amy touch the ground. That's my motto. There we go.
The switch for
Amy
the gear
vented.
controls is around here somewhere.
Switch for the gear controls. This level's very cool. I'll say that I think of the Amy levels, this is the one that like gets what's fun about playing as Amy the most. These kind of tense sequences and some like adventuring where you're fighting against the controls a little bit.
Be careful not to fall off.
Okay. I think the game freaks out. No, okay, it does work. And you know what? I don't think anyone can deny that it's pretty sick when Amy flips through the air from her hammer and then hits somebody on the way down. I think we all have to admit that that's pretty good. Getting to the end of the level is what it takes for me to have a coherent thought. I've had a few days like that recently. Then we'll just do a puzzle too, because why not? We're 5 minutes into this level. These levels are usually like the levels are usually like the length of a song. And like you can have a 5-minute song, but at that point it you know, you better have a good reason for keeping us around that long. The thing is that's sick though. Like it looks goofy nowadays, but I really like that I really like what they're going for there. What do we got under here? Are those speed shoes? Yes, thank you. Come on, Amy. The other thing about Amy is they made her really slow, but also because this game's so momentum based, speed like is super affected by like what kind of slope you're on. You should go away. Super affected what kind of slope you're on. So walking uphill as Amy is like impossible. Just gonna hit that panic button. Now we're up here. You go. I'll catch up with you. Whoa, camera. You missing half the rings is hurting my completionist heart. I in some games I have such strong tendencies in that direction that for other games I just have to turn it off, otherwise that's all I'll do. I've been kind of in my own time playing through Super Mario Odyssey again, and that game's ability to have me just like sit there in a one more moon fugue for hours is terrifying. I'm free. Yeah, no, in my first file for Odyssey, I ended up getting 999 moons. There's something like 840 in the game, but then you can just grind for coins until you buy, and each other moon after that costs 100 coins. And you can just grind for coins until you have 999 moons, which is what I did.
What's this place?
I couldn't stop. I just loved moving around in that world so much I wanted to keep doing it. Alright, does Amy have an item here that we're gonna miss? I don't think so. Let's look up here real quick though. Oh, Amy, please don't sink into the staircase, Amy. Artax, no. Just the karate has per second. It's very quiet in this area. And these ones are kind of peak. I don't know where I'm going or what I'm doing. So let's just look around for a while. When, you know, I would prefer to go fast. Amy can really build up some speed in the air, though. Coli Cola, hello. Thanks for joining us. Sit over here. Tikal, where are you in this chunk of the past? Tikal, are you out here? That looks like something. Yeah, that's the stuff. Children.
You're the Chow. You're safe with me.
Did you see that one in the front on the left? It just immediately walked diagonally down into the ground. Oh no, weird in the water. What is that? If you want a reminder of what we've seen in the other flashbacks, we know that there is some kind of thing protecting the Master Emerald Shrine and the
I
Chow,
wonder if I'm dreaming.
and Tikal's dad, the king of the ancient echidnas,
Get out of this place.
wants to go and like use the power of the emeralds, but it's gonna piss off the guardian that lives there, and we just saw a little bit of that guardian and it looked a little familiar. Earned it, hello. Thanks for joining us.
It's a Chaos Emerald. What?
I don't need you when I've got this. Gamma!
At your service, sir.
Dispose of these annoying pests. Give them all you got.
Aye, aye, sir. Will comply.
I've got better things to do.
This is where Sonic and Tails have the E102 fight.
Stop, Mr. Robot!
Oh, Becca Terrier, bless your eyes. Oh, bless you for capturing the Chow face plant. Kevin, can I ask a Penumbra question? You can. I can't. I won't. I can't promise I can answer it, but absolutely.
That's one of Eggman's clunkers. Out of my way.
No! He helped me before by letting me escape. This robot is different. You don't need to hurt him, okay?
Amy. Okay, I guess I'll let him go then.
Okay, I guess you have your reasons.
We're fresh out of time. Take Amy and clear out fast.
What about you?
I'll nail that Eggman. Can't let him escape.
See, this is what I mean about a lot of Amy stories cutscenes. Just because, like, for Sonic and Tails, there's a boss fight in the middle there, and then they do a level, and like, there's a lot of stuff going on.
Come on.
Why are you helping me?
I said we'd be friends, and I'm returning your favor. Even this birdie wants you to be free. Eggman's not the kind of man you should work for. Amy, come on, let's get going. Until we meet again, Mr. Robot, take care of yourself.
There we go. So I love the meanings and reasons behind names. So where did you pick the name Benzaiten from? I know she's also a goddess like Juno, but why Benzaiten and not like another Roman deity? Yeah, one of the things that we talked about a lot actually was that Juno and Ben's names were also inevitably going to be characterization for their mom, right? That the names that she chose would tell us something about her. And we had thought about two Roman names, and that didn't feel like Sarah Steele. I felt much more likely that Sarah Steele would choose based on the kind of the values of the gods in questions, as opposed to trying to complete a set, right?
I wonder what Sonic is doing. He's always rescuing me, it seems. I should be more independent. You know, you sure surprised me by having a Chaos Emerald with you.
We also ended up
Wonder they were after you, my feathered friend.
we also ended up easing away from I think Greek and Roman,
A pendant. Wow.
or at least like the most common Greek and Roman words and names. Oh, this is
I'll
important.
help you find your family. Does Eggman have them captive now?
But once we realized this was going to be a series, right, and I needed to start coming up with naming conventions that we could extend outwards for a while.
I may as well go all the way. That robot said Dr. Eggman's base is in the Mystic Ruins. So what do you say we check it out?
Oh, it's so interesting to discover why people use different names and you guys pick such unique names. Thank you. Part of that is what we're doing with the genre, You know, like I think that one of the things that one of the stylistic things that I love about like a lot of like pulp detective novels is like the punchiness of the names, you know. And so starting that trend with like trying to go for similar comic booky names that also kind of speak to setting, the sci-fi setting, was one of the ways that we expanded it out, right? All right. Amy is gonna head on over there to Final Egg. And if you run at the right places, you never have to fall into the maze. So that's what we're gonna try. That's the stuff. We're just gonna skip that whole dang maze. Only certain, like, paths in the forest are rendered, and the rest is just, like, a roof of trees. So you can just run on the roof.
I don't remember this bridge.
It is very pretty.
Looks dangerously suspicious.
In terms of the graphics of this game, also, like,
Wanna go?
I know this is something that people say a lot about old games, but it's partially because, you know, that's where some of the emotion even now comes from, is that, like, this game looked so much better than, and everything on the Dreamcast really looked so much better than anything else out at the time. Because you got to remember that, like, when this came out, the other big system was like the Nintendo 64 and like the PlayStation 1. And this doesn't look as good as the GameCube or PS2 by a long shot, but it does a better impression of it than it has any right to, given like the years that it came out. It's nothing. That slope is so steep that Amy needs to get a running start. Final egg. This is the last egg. After this, I don't want to hear about any more eggs.
Not you again.
Now that's a face. And then she immediately stops and turns around. This level is rough. Because large chunks of this level are actually the same as how Sonic plays this level, and Amy's not ready for that kind of action. So, like, these corridors are really small in Sonic's playthrough because he just zooms through them. But as Amy, it feels like we've been running for years. No, don't catch me, police hat. The final egg is the Egg of Pyrrhus' alternate name. That was definitely one of the names on the list before I realized what I was saying. It's like, I forget if I've told this story on stream, but it happens a lot when you need to name a lot of things, and like, you come up with some rules for naming, right? You decide, okay, this one needs to have this kind of double meaning to be interesting, or something like that. You kind of set up limitations for yourself so you know what you're doing. So, back when we were trying to name the episode that became Home, that was our, you know, that one-shot horror story in season 1. Like, we could not come up with a name for it. And I'm sitting there trying to think of names and just thinking out loud. And I'm just like, well, okay, so what's actually scary about this story? What's kind of like the real world connection that's scary about this story, so that you could like say it outside the context of the story, and it would still have some kind of fear effect, right? Well, obviously they're in their home, which is supposed to be a safe place, and they're alone, so we could call it Home. And that's about as far as I got before I realized what I was saying. True Heroes, hello. Welcome to you and your friend. Welcome to all the lurkers in the chat. Come on, let me build a speed. Come on. Home Alone, Lost in Hyperion. No, you're coming with me. Get over here, monkey. That happens a lot when you suddenly need to name a lot of things. Honestly, okay. Honestly, the only thing that has ever made naming things easier for me is a deadline. And that's because it forces you to give up on finding a perfect name. And so you can focus on the things that actually matter. Like the rest of the story. It's so easy to get so wrapped up in a name when, like, at the end of the day, it's like it's not the make or break, right?
Oh, you escaped from the egg carrier. So maybe your family's still in there. Let's investigate, wanna?
Oh yeah, I have a thing about names for sure. They come up a lot. They even came up a lot in things that I like wrote and will never see the light of day from before the Penumbra. I don't know. Maybe it's because I was so taken in by them that I felt like I kind of had to force myself to be okay with, like, just move on. It's not that big a deal. Juno Steel is such a cool name. Thank you. I'm very, very happy with that one. Harley and I worked on that one perfectly 50-50. And I love that fact. One of us came up with Juno, one of us came up with Steel. Yeah, naming things is one of those things that it's like, you kind of gotta... Just there are a lot of things about the creative process that, and I'm gonna say this like it's easy, but this is maybe the thing that I struggle with most often. Oh, now we find this place, but I want to go back. This is something that I struggle with all the time, so it's certainly not nearly as easy as I'm gonna make it sound. But I do think it is super important to remember, like, to find ways to force yourself to remember that you're doing this creative thing because you like it and because it's fun. And sometimes the conditions you need to work under to eat, to make enough money to get by, or just to, like, meet deadlines and things are such that there's really not much room to enjoy it, right? You gotta crank it out for other reasons, and you got other responsibilities and things like that. But the thing that, like, I've always got to bring myself back to once I've wandered away from it for too long is, like, I really like doing this. Honestly, this is some of the most fun that I can have, is me sitting down and just, like, making up stuff of myself.
Headed for Station Square will be departing soon.
Now we're gonna ride this raft that just appeared. Did I ever tell you about the time I met a man named Vladimir Hippolyte? That rules. Yay, it's them. We walked this whole way. There's not another level, by the way. It's just so we could see the three birds fly away. But do remember these three birds. Oh, there is a boss. I forgot.
Oh no! Are you okay? You idiot! How could you do this?
He's fucking dead.
Now you're gonna get it!
So I actually named a character Rita like 2 years before I ever listened to the Penumbra podcast. And honest to God, made her an investigative journalist who was investigating a capitalist who's buying out property and kicking people out of their homes. I found so many things. You can still use that name is my thing. You know what I mean? They're just other people with the name Rita. What do we gotta do? Oh, okay. We gotta hit him into the zappy wall, and then hit him with the button. Especially because, like, you know, I think that when you are looking at something you really like, it's very obvious to you how it is influential on you or how it reminds you of your stuff. But, like, you know, from the description that you just gave, I don't think that that is necessarily super close to Rita, right? I don't think that Rita could cut it as an investigative journalist. I think that there are certain things that certain organizational things that she would need to be good at that I'm not sure she even has interest in trying to get good at. So yeah, trust your gut. Keep on going down the road that you want the character to go down. Especially because when you think about it, like, you know, I say this not hinting at anything. I wrote Juno and named her Rita. That's pretty funny. And name her Rita anyway. Even Juno's a riff on a type. You know, so much of what we started with that then turned into a character that now the stories are more about him. But so much of what we started with was just like what if we took the noir PI's like mental illness seriously, right? Instead of it just being part of the character type. So we didn't invent him from whole cloth. I don't think I've ever met anybody who invented anything from whole cloth.
Hey, can you fly?
He can fly, he's good. Oh no, he's dead.
Whoa! You did it! Now you three can live in peace again.
So just remember these birds, because via the Amy playthrough, this is a really weird scene. It does make a little more sense later on.
I'm so happy. I'm going to try my best too.
Good for you.
Just watch me. I'll make that Sonic respect me. And by that time, it's gonna be too late.
Went the wrong way with that one, Amy. No, 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 no. Smash cut 2, 6 o'clock news. Sonic is dead. They hate to see a girl boss winning. Hoya. Pa-ya. Pa-ha-ha. I think we got some more in us. We can start Gamma's playthrough today. These lyrics, though. Amy has no bones. I'm listening to this in full ear headphones right now. And that second vocal, hold on. That voice. The whispering lady feels like she's behind me. Out of Gaslight, Gatekeeping, Girl Boss, which do you think best fits you, Kevin? Oh my god. How to cancel yourself in 5 seconds flat. I think gaslight, and I only think it's because like a thing that I have to work on with my therapist a lot is that I have a tendency to gaslight myself. That's sort of what the paranoia often feels like. So yeah, sort of self-reflective gaslit. Did she say I'm painting myself blue for you? Is that one of the lyrics? Dear Sonic, I wrote you this song about how I'm going to skin you and wear your skin, and then you'll love me. We are also free to do whatever we want. Sorry I'm going quiet. I'm trying to pick out the lyrics. Sweetie, you're so sweet. I'm not simple-minded. And I would be a pearl? Do the lyrics make sense? Do the lyrics mean anything? Google the lyrics. I do think that's my responsibility at this point. What is the name of her theme? It's hilarious, I remember. Amy Rose theme. Sonic Adventure lyrics. It's called My Sweet Passion, sung by Nikki Gregoroff. Yeah, that line is, and I won't be a pearl. Sweet, sweet, you're so sweet. I'm just gonna, while we're waiting for this to wind down, I'm gonna real quick, just read these lyrics for everybody. I got out my map and chose a place I wanted to go to. Packed up my stuff, set out for adventure. I know that your lucky color is that cool shade of blue. Won't mind painting myself blue for you. So yeah, she's planning on it. I guess I'm so easy to understand. I just do whatever that comes to me naturally. I do understand the feelings of a Persian cat, but the Sphinx looked so cute I had to shave it. He reminds me of Parsley when he's standing there all alone. Makes me want to be his specialité. Guess I'm just a self-centered girl, but there are nights that I have trouble going to sleep. Sweet, sweet, you're so sweet. So many things I want. Sweet, sweet, you're so sweet. I want to be a wonderful girl. Sweet, sweet, you're so sweet. I'm not simple-minded. Sweet, sweet, you're so sweet, and I won't be a pearl. You probably need me just as much as I need you. Are you okay? You seem to be a little bit tense. Hang on, I gotta turn the volume down. Just after all that, the "are you okay? You seem to be a little bit tense" is a lot. Okay, bring it together. You don't have to worry about a single thing. we are free to get whatever that we want to have. We're also free to do whatever we want. That's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. We should live our lives the way we think it ought to be. Sweet, sweet, you're so sweet. There's nowhere to hide. No way. Sweet, sweet, you're so sweet. There's nowhere to hide. Sweet, sweet, you're so sweet. Come on, settle our lives. Sweet, sweet, you're so sweet. I'll always be there for you. Sweet, sweet, you're so sweet. In the best and worst times, you can be my sweetest honey for eternity. Sweet, sweet, you're so sweet. So many things I want. Sweet, sweet, you're so sweet. I want to be a wonderful girl. Sweet, sweet, you're so sweet. I'm not simple-minded. Sweet, sweet, you're so sweet, and I won't be a pearl. I honestly need you just as much as you need me. And those are the lyrics for Amy's theme. That was still the lyrics. Sweet, sweet, you're so sweet. There we go. God. The number of lyrics in there that are like, am I being too intense? Yes. Don't back away from me. Let's check out E102 a Gamma. We're gonna jump in, everybody. I'm excited. We're probably not gonna do all of Gamma's story. Bizarrely, Gamma's story is one of the longest, even though he's like a weird side character. I think it's longer than Tails. There he is. The game's very quiet. Let me bring it up. We gotta hear Gamma's jams. The Gamma Jammas.
Now obey only me.
Here we go. So Gamma controls like a very fast truck. And I'm trying to get something to happen right now so that you can see part of the reason he's hard to control, but there might not be enough of a runway in this area. How do I get back up? Can I do it? Is it gonna happen? No, okay, so Gamma is big and heavy. And high acceleration, have wheels, has laser. So that's a targeting beam. And once we've targeted a certain number, we let go and missiles shoot out at them. Gamma and Big are where the game gets really weird.
The shooting range is through this door. Your big brother, E101 Beta, is there practicing. Enter, Gamma. You're not as advanced as Beta is, but you'll do fine.
Let's go to final egg first. Let's go to first egg. So here's the premise with Gamma's level, which I kind of like. He is a character who's not... I actually need to pause to say this. He's a character who's not super well suited to going fast, unless you build up a lot of momentum. But he's timed. So up at the top, you'll see the time is counting down from 3 minutes. That's how long we have to beat the level. But combos that we get, destroying a bunch of enemies in like one target, like that, will gives us bonus time. So we want to try to hold these out to shoot as many in one go as we can. Gotta shoot the Sonic doll.
Mission complete.
Is he frozen for anyone else? No? Okay. Grant's default stance being theater kid male lead is sending me. Very like stomach out. Like not just chest thrust forward, everything thrust forward. The whole kit and caboodle. You're so little. I could squash you like bug, Dad.
I didn't think you had what it takes. Okay then, Gamma. Here's your test. If you want to stay on board, you must be able to pass it. So pay attention.
I think we will actually find out what happened to Alpha. Earned it. I think, if I remember correctly.
The almighty egg carrier is a flying fortress that needs a good crew. Come forth, Beta. I'd like you to meet your older brother, E101. Just call him Beta. I am pitting the two of you against each other, and the winner serves on my ship. I put my bets on Beta, but I owe you at least a fair chance.
Rinky Dick Ricky, hello. Welcome. That metal plate is a robot loincloth, and it rules. E101 Beta has 2 guns, which doesn't seem fair. I don't know why Eggman made this one with a jetpack and 2 guns, and then made us. But we're so much better.
Mission
Hey, it really hits different in 2021 hearing Dr. Robotnik call one of his robot children Beta a lot, huh? That definitely has a different sort of impact now. Fratricide complete.
You surprised me, Gamma. I had a funny feeling there was more to you than meets the eye. I hereby grant Gamma permission to serve on board the egg carrier. What? So you want to come along with us, eh? Okay. We could always use a spare set of parts, I guess. You have special permission.
Transformer, did he transform and I forgot to call it out? That's one thing that he can do. He go real fast when he's like that. Eggman's a fancy lad, you know? He's got to show off. He's got these lapels, he's got this coat. He's got to let him spin a little bit. He's got to twirl. Didn't follow what was happening. So basically, Eggman this is taking place before everybody else's story. Eggman is has built the egg carrier and he needs robots to staff it. So he builds the E-Series line of robots. Gamma's the second one. And kind of enlists them to do this. And just because he's a jerk, he has E102 fight E101 to see which one's stronger. And when E102 wins, he says to E101, okay, we'll bring you along. I guess we could use spare parts. And E101 Beta is definitely not here right now.
The elite egg carrier crew are here today to hear a very special announcement. Behold, it's a tailed frog. Very unique.
Oh, Froggy on the big screen.
This frog is absolutely vital to my plan.
Froggy on the big screen.
I command you to locate this frog immediately. You hear me? I don't care what it takes to get it. Just bring it to me. We haven't got time to waste, so come to attention.
It's a fail. I think it's a tailed frog, not a failed frog. But that's very good. Froggy. Froggy Gavin is 15 minutes. All right. Gamma is too big for this game. Even big seems to fit a little better. I believe Froggy's out at Emerald Coast. So here's the reason that Gamma can't drown, is that when you drive him over the water, he turns into hovercraft. Which is super neat, but it doesn't always work. I'll see if I can find some places where it breaks. Also, this is when you start going fast enough, he turns into car. Let me through. There we go. Find that Frogia. Emerald Coast action stage. So you'd think because Gamma's just killing robots left and right, he would be perfect for raising Chow, but all of the problems that we've said before about that come up with like potentially hurting the Chow are multiplied by 1,000 with Gamma, because Gamma's like collision doesn't really work right. So like if you accidentally push a Chow into the water, I did this once as a kid. If you push a Chow into the water as Gamma, it goes underwater, but Gamma can't because he has to float on top of the water. So he'll just sort of float on top of the Chow and bop him over and over again. I died. Just sort of bop him then and again. And I've absolutely made a Chow clip through the floor that way and disappear forever. The only consistent thing about this game is how completely broken it is all the time. Oh my god, Becca Terrier, thank you so much for recording that. For clipping that. Yeah, turn into car. Man, what are you up to on Friday? Nothing, just hanging out with my best friend Gamma and turning into car. Froge. Got him. There's Froggy. Dang. Gamma going into space real quick.
Must determine location. Accessing data.
I love Gamma's smooth radio voice.
No data found. Location unknown. This presents a problem.
I'd like to thank you, Kevin, for distracting me while I cleaned, because I now have a usable kitchen and empty garbage. Congratulations. Good for you, Orpheus. Glad I could be of service. Look at them go. God, what does she even think a robot is? She's way in the past.
I'm sorry. I see you must not be one of them, huh? Did you notice the presence guarding these children? He's a very loving and gentle creature. These little creatures are too vulnerable without its protection. This protection allows them to continue seeing in peace. Even I was surprised the first time I saw him. Now my father is trying to take their sacred home. It seems his heart is closed off to us all. My true hope is that someday we'll understand each other.
Literally what's going on. So, again, we went to the past. And Tikal told us some more that the spirit that guards the temple.
Oh, here's the real one. My frog is the right one.
I can't believe they all have different voices. Yeah, so it turns out that the spirit that is guarding that shrine, which is in the water and seems to be chaos,
Dummies, 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 dummies!
its purpose is to, like, take care of the Chow.
We must find the frog with Chaos's tail!
And Tikal's
Fate frog.
Emperor Dad wants to, like, attack the shrine and get the Chow out of there.
Huh? Ah, there it is! Right there! I'm proud of you, Gamma. I knew you'd be of use to me. All you worthless hunks of junk, be gone!
Oh my god. Yeah, I should warn you all that Gamma's story is legitimately very sad.
New assignment. This one's easy. Go to the room through that last door. Once there, you'll find a girl and a bird. Just get me that bird. Now, go!
Is this the one?
And the thing that did Dr. Robotnik in the end was he made a robot that didn't know left from right. Yeah, this is pretty messed up. Like, it's something I've legitimately I still find compelling about how this is done, is that this reads like body horror, right? This feels incredibly gory to me, even though it's all machines, and like we see Sonic break machines all the time. But for me anyway, it might be because of because I was such a little kid when I saw it. It had such like an effect on me. But like
This is the wrong room.
nope, not that one. What's he doing to him? Well, parts of Beta were on the floor, and then there was a thing that was up in that machine that was like made of some of Beta's pieces and not others and things like that. And we just saw this one. So this is really where Gamma's story starts. Yeah, what's wild is at this point, I think we have like 3 or 4 more levels.
Resistance is futile. Give me the bird.
Give me the bird.
Why not?
None of your business, why not? I want to know why you want it.
Data unavailable.
You don't even know? I bet you'd be mean to him, you bully.
Gamma, you can't just go up to a stranger and ask her to be mean to
Why
you.
not help us out instead? Don't you know how bad I feel?
Does not compute. Why try to save that which is useless to you? Does not compute.
This is also not really what this conversation went like in Amy's story. There are some similarities, but the lines are consistently different between tellings.
Wait a minute, Birdie.
Get going.
You didn't open the door yet, bud.
Why are you letting us go?
It is dangerous here. Hurry. We'll be arriving at the Mystic Ruins base soon.
So, you're not like those other robots, huh? You truly are a good person inside, aren't you? I guess we can be friends then. Take care, okay?
Gamma is not like other girls. Other girls. So I really like that we get that from Gamma's perspective and that we kind of understand that, like, oh, this isn't coming from nowhere. Right? Like, Gamma just saw, like, all of his E-Series siblings get blasted and saw the bizarre remains of E101 Beta, who he kind of functionally killed. And then when Amy asks him, like, to show some mercy, it makes a lot of sense to me that, like, he's hit his breaking point. I think that's neat. I'm gonna show you what a nightmare playing as Gamma when you're just trying to take care of your beautiful blue children is. Egg. Eggman. Oof. He's just too big. He's just too big for this place. Okay, yeah, so every animal that just fell in the water, it's gone. Gamma cannot go get them. Pick up. Here you go. Gamma's also too tall. So a lot of the times they just won't take the animals. Come on. Come on, old buddy. He can't grab anything when he's in hovercraft mode. Which I don't know why he is right now, because we're not on top of the water. Gamma, bud, I love you, man. Please. Do me this solid. Pick it up, pick it up. Oh. Yeah, there we go. No. Oh, get over there. Get over there. Get over there. Please, little creature, come to father. Come to your giant metal father. Ugh. I'm about to give up. Okay. Alright, we got one. We got one. Did they just not plan on anyone playing as Gamma? So the other thing about Sonic games is that they're pretty much all hilariously broken. There is actually a glitch that you can do with Gamma, I think, that like makes raising your Chow way easier, where just because of his like weird collision with them, you can end up using the same animal like a million times. Buddy, Gamma, I love you, but this is unforgivable. Alright, we're out. We're done. Alright, we are wanted up on the deck, it looks like. Hello? Monorail's out of service. Where am I supposed to go? What do we got? What do we got? Ooh, okay. That's an upgrade. I forget how we get it. Have I ever read the old Astro Boy manga? I think I just have robots turning on their creators on the brain. I love that series. And also, I love Astro Boy. I've read a little bit of the original. Not a ton. I read the story of Metropolis, I remember. But if you like Astro Boy, let me tell you about Pluto. If you've never heard of it. Pluto rules. Pluto is by...
Press and hold the jump button.
Gamma,
and
why
the
are you
forward
backwards in
arrow.
your body, bud? Pluto is a planet. Pluto is by Naoki Urasawa, who is like this amazing... We can hover now. Who is this amazing, like, suspense writer in Japanese comics. He wrote Monster and, like, 20th Century Boys and a bunch of other, like, great, like, intense suspense stories. And Pluto is basically this really freaking intense, like, serial killer murder mystery set in the world of Astro Boy. And that's not a joke. I don't think the name Astro Boy is ever used, but it is the characters.
You got the jet booster. Report to the rear of the ship.
It rules. I've read through that series like 3 or 4 times at this point. It's one of my favorite suspense like mystery stories. Oh, True Heroes, thanks for joining us while you could.
How can I serve you, Dr. Robotnik?
Eradicate all of those menaces. Give them all you got.
Aye, aye, sir. I will comply.
Mont Blanc, the robot that gets murdered? Yeah, no. Like, that whole thing takes place in the Astro Boy world. They're all characters from the extended Astro Boy, like, universe. And it's like Silence of the Lambs, but robots. It is incredible.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
It's Silence of the Lambs, but robots and no horrific transphobia. I can't think of anything I want more.
Stop, Mr. Robot!
What was the series name again? Pluto. It might actually be Pluton.
Robot? I
I think it's maybe translated in English as Pluto, and if you're looking up the original, it might be like fan translated, it might be Pluton. Might say Urasawa, Suzuka. Yeah. Yep.
Amy! Oh, I really don't get this.
No, I love Naoki Urasawa's stuff. If you have not read it, I mean, one of the reasons it's so nice that he's.
Take Amy and go!
I should be talking over this.
you do.
I'll nail that.
But what I like is that we're like early in Gamma's story right now, but this is like the end of everybody else's stories.
Sonic? And how are you, my metal friend? It's dangerous here. Why not leave Eggman and come with us?
Why do you help me?
I told you we'd be friends the next time we met. Even Birdie wants the best for you. You must ditch that awful Eggman.
You must ditch that awful Eggman. You simply must ditch that awful Eggman.
We'll meet again, my robot friend.
Anyway, also if you've only read like Astro Boy, definitely worth reading Tezuka's other stuff. Some of his like complete works are unbelievable. Ode to Kirihito. Yeah, Ode to Kirihito is like this medical drama that's basically about werewolves. It slaps. It's so good. Yeah, it's absolutely horrifying. It's endless, like, intense suspense and body horror. You simply must ditch that awful Eggman and come summer with Tails in his little hut by the shore.
Dr. Robotnik. Enemy. Master registration. Deleted. E-Series. Friends. Must save.
So that's Gamma's thesis statement, is that Robotnik has sent the E-Series robots all around and has done something to them, and Gamma wants to save them. We're going to find out what saving means when we play next time, and this story continues to be very sad, but I like the way it ends. And I think that you all will too. So we will keep on playing. I'm actually thinking this week I might play some more Sonic middle of the week, maybe like Wednesday, just because in 2 weeks or so, I'm going to be leaving for a few weeks. So I'm going to take a few weeks off streaming, and I would love to finish Sonic Adventure before I go. So my hope is that next Friday, am I free next Friday? Next Friday will be the finale of Sonic Adventure, and we'll do E102 and maybe part of Big in the middle of the week, in like Wednesday or so. So many shocked faces. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. This was super fun. I've had a really intense week, and honestly, I had a really intense day, and this was a vibe that I really needed. So thank you all for being here for that. And I will see you all soon. See you in the middle of the week. Follow me on, or watch on Twitter at VibertKevin, VibertKevin, to find out when I'm streaming next. Thanks, everybody. See you later.
Combat system activated.